So here we have my LAN party PC. It is the Acer PC I showed you a couple of videos back, but I did some upgrading to it, so I want to show you what I actually did. So computer is on its side. Now let's look inside. I love this case even though it's tiny compared to my other one, and I eventually will replace that, but still it's a nice case. I do especially like these mounting brackets for the hard drive because they also absorb a little bit vibration so it doesn't rattle around like the other case does with the hard drives. Now, as you can see right away, if you remember when I showed you in the last video, we got two new fans here. That is simply because this computer was so loud, it annoyed the crap out of me. When I was especially playing some games, the CPU fan was becoming so unbearably loud and annoying that I could not live with this stock AMD cooler anymore. And I decided to buy this, what was this, Arctic, I believe? No, Alpine 64 Pro, whatever. I think it's a rather old cooler right now, but it does the job great. You can't hear it. And the best thing is, its maximum speed is 2000 RPM, so it's, even though at its maximum, still really slow. So it means we won't have a lot of noise. And also the case fan, which was the second loudest, I replaced with the modded, I call it modded, Pentium 4 CPU cooler. This was in my Pentium 4 PC previously. But now it's there where it actually belongs as a case fan. It lights up pretty cool with LEDs, but that's a thing I don't really care about, to be honest. But still, and it's way more silent than its stock fan. So now this computer, you can't hear except hard drive and a little bit the noise of the power supply fan. But that's really all, and I can live with that. That is totally fine. And at LAN parties, it's not always that quiet anyway. But when I have this at home, I still don't want to be annoyed out of, like, so annoyed that I need to turn off the computer just to calm down. Another thing I changed about this machine is this. Watch that amazing camera work. Okay, that was even more amazing than I was expecting. So after some special effects from the iPhone, we can take a look at what I wanted to show you originally, and that is this. Now, yes, this is no killer graphics card. This is a GeForce 210. It's actually a piece of crap, but I got this for $5 at a flea market. It was new. It wasn't touched, nothing. So yes, it is passive cool, and it gets hot, and it doesn't have any performance, but it has a gig of RAM DDR3, and it was cheap. And it's still way better than the onboard one, which was, I believe, whatever, GeForce something. Really crappy old graphics. Let's see if it says it on the side. GeForce 6100, only with 64 max of RAM, and it was terrible. So, obviously not the best for gaming. This isn't as well, but still $5. Maybe I'll replace it. A friend of me has a really good one. I don't know what he has, a rather new one. I don't know, but he says it's pretty good. So he might give that to me, and we pull it in, put a new power supply in, and then this will be way better. And this is still the LAN card which was in there. I decided to keep that because, well, it's nice to have additional LAN port. Why not? Now, the other thing I changed, you might have recognized by now, is here. 1, 2, 3, 4 gigs of DDR1 RAM. Yeah, DDR1. Now, this is the maximum this board can hold. And yes, too much money for DDR1 RAM. But still, with 1 gig, you won't get far into today's world. So I decided, screw it, 4 gigs, maximum it can take. And now we have a nice AMD 64-bit system. Now, I of course show you the desktop and the OS, but first, let's see, or let's listen, how quiet this is when I power it on. That was the optical drives, and that was the BIOS. but you can't hear anything else. That is so amazing. So here we are at the desktop, and as you can see, it's powering the 1080p Samsung monitor. Not bad for a PC that has been thrown out by a family because it was too crappy when you think about it, but whatever. Now, as you can see, it runs Windows 7 Professional, well, Windows 7 at least. And here you see it's an AMD 64X2 dual core. Unfortunately, the processor doesn't support Windows 8, which in my eyes gives a way better performance than Windows 7. But what can you do? I don't think there's even a better one that, you know, can fit in this socket. So it would be too pricey anyway and not really worth it. So I gotta stick with 7 and Linux, and then it will be good. I cannot really believe that Windows gives this graphics card seriously a 1.0. And the rest of the system isn't so bad after all. As you can see, processor 5.2 is actually rather good. And hard drive 5.9 is the best of the system. So, yeah, I don't know what's the deal with graphics here. I didn't expect it to be that crappy. There you see, GeForce 210 and gig of RAM. Now, again, no beastly graphics card, but it does play Team Fortress 2 and Half-Life 2 Deathmatch at 1080p. Rather good. Now, obviously, I'm not doing this here with this monitor. I'm always taking this monitor with me, so it will be just fine, but still pretty nice that it can do it at 1080p. And these 4 gigs of RAM, as you can see, make the system pretty snappy. I had Windows 7 on there previously, and it was really loading a lot. As you can see, like Chrome opens up rather fast. And let's do Firefox. That's the one that always takes ages. Oh, Windows updates. Here you see Firefox is open, Opera. Here we go. You're probably gonna laugh at me saying this is fast, but still, I'm not used to that high-end stuff like a lot of you guys are, so sorry about that. As you can see, it's only 1.5 gigs using, so still rather good. Forgot about is that the Kung Fu robber told me that Windows 10 works on it. No, I will not install the preview because I hate getting all that constant new builds that slow you down with installing everything new. But once it's out and it does work on this system, I'll definitely give it a try. So that would be freaking awesome. So I know some of you want to see here the CPU's detailed info. So as you can see there, socket 939, AMD Athlon X2 dual core, 2.4 gigahertz. You might can overclock that, especially with this new cooler. Maybe I'll try it. I don't know. And the main board is the Acer F whatever. And yeah, memory 4 gigabytes, dual channel, and yeah, graphics GeForce 210, which isn't the best, as I said, but I know I could get a better one anytime, but for now it works. So thank you for watching. What I'll do now is install the bazillion Windows updates, and then I'll see you in the next video.